Namaste. My name is Lacey, and I invite you to join me in this brief stretching practice. This is not a typical chair yoga sequence that I have available on my channel. This will be just a brief little video displaying one of my favorite stretch sequences. You can do this at any time you'd like, especially in the evening before bed. I will be performing this on the floor without the use of a chair. If you have any difficulty getting down to the floor or it's uncomfortable for you to be on the floor, please know you can do all of these stretches in bed. In fact, they may actually be a lot more preferential for you to do so. You can have pillows around you or cushions, and you can be very comfortable as you do this. So as I demonstrate these on the floor, please know that you can do these at night while you're lying in bed or in the morning before you wake up, and perform all these safely. So with that, I'm seated on a cushion right now, and I'm going to just extend my legs just into what's called Baddha Konasana, so like a butterfly or cobbler's pose stretch, and I have the soles of my feet together. Now if this is difficult for you, again, you can do this in bed lying down and have pillows propped up against your knees if you have tightness in your hips. Or if you're on the floor, you can extend your feet a little out further and extend that elongated diamond shape. So as you sit down, root down through your hips into the floor and just feel that opening in the inner thigh, in the groin area, as well as the hips. Now for the sequence, we will be needing a strap. Now this is a traditional yoga strap. If you don't have one, that's fine. You can improvise with a TheraBand or also a dog leash, and get really creative with something like a bathrobe tie, anything that is firm enough that can help hold in place your foot while you're extending your leg. So with that, go ahead and get your strap or suitable lengthy thing to help you stretch out. And as you're enjoying this stretch right here, just take your time, press the soles of the feet in a little bit more so you can take just some more pressure off those hips as well. Again, we'll be doing this at the end of our sequence just to feel that difference. So with that, I'm just going to separate my feet, and I'm going to come to lying. So I'm going to turn, and I'm just going to come off of my cushion just slightly so I can stay in view. So I'm going to keep my knees bent and my feet on the floor, and I'm going to lie back. And so as I lie back, we want the strap to be long enough so that we'll demonstrate here that when I loop it around my foot, you'll see I don't want my arms all the way up here and I'm struggling to hold the strap. We want it long so that we can relax back, the backs of our upper arms are resting, our elbows are resting, and we're just going to use the strap to basically cradle our foot as we lengthen our legs. So as we get used to elongating and relaxing our spine into the floor or in your bed, keeping our knees bent, retract your right knee into your chest and go ahead and clasp that with both hands. And if you like, you can roll your ankle around or flex and point your foot. And then from here, we're going to take your strap and we're going to wrap it around the arch or the ball of your foot, whatever you can accommodate. And now you can keep this left knee bent or you can extend it long. If you extend it long, have that foot slightly flexed so that your toes are pointing up toward the ceiling and you have a little bit of energy in that leg. Now I'm going to hold the strap in both hands and I'm going to begin with my knee bent to start to push my foot away. Now if my strap was too short, I would be up here, and that's not comfortable. It's going to strain your neck and you can't relax into the stretch. So we want to relax and lie back, and then with that, use your hands to crawl along the strap and find that suitable place where you can relax the arms and just gently hold, keeping that gently braced in place. So with that, begin to flex and point your foot. Now I'm keeping my knee bent. If you're a lot more flexible than I am, your hamstring's not as tight, you can have a full extension of that leg, but I don't suggest it if you're really tight. We still want to protect that knee. We don't want to fight the hamstring. So just keep flexing and pointing, and you're going to feel that stretch in the shin and the calf muscle, as well as in your hamstring, quadricep muscle. So just a few more times flexing and pointing. Take some breaths in here. And now on your next breath in, flexing and pointing, as you exhale, feeling your belly pulling back in, we want to take both straps now into our left hand take your right hand out to the side, arms stretched out, just to keep you a little bit more stable and have some leverage. And we're going to take now that right leg and take it across your body toward the left. So as you're again holding that strap, you're just gently, you can even wrap it around your wrist if you'd like to. And if you have, again, more flexibility, you can take that leg all the way across. But we are feeling that stretch in obviously the thigh muscles, but specifically in this band, the IT band running along the side of your thigh. And this can get really tight. So again, breathe deeply into the stretch. Now you see why this can be really, really luscious with pillows around you or in bed. Breathe into that tightness. Again, you don't have to focus on straightening the leg. Keep a slight bend into that knee. Take another breath in here. And now as you inhale, we're going to once again take a hold of that strap. Now in the right hand, we're going to take our left arm to the side, just like we did with the right. Press your palm into the floor or your bed. And now taking that leg out to the side, just like you're opening the door. And so now you can, if you can take that leg all the way to the floor, awesome. If not, be where you are. Have that comfortable brace position with the arm. You should not be battling holding that strap. You're just allowing yourself to safely open. So now you're going to feel that stretch more in the inner groin as well as the outer hip. Breathe in here. Take another breath in. And again, friends, you can hold this as long as you'd like. Once you see the sequence, you can do this multiple times on your own and hold it as long as you'd like. We're going to take our next breath in. We're going to bring that leg back up. Once again, holding the strap in both hands, flex and point. And as you're flexing and pointing, maybe you can pull that leg a little bit more to straighter or a little bit more towards you. Again, maybe you can explore by bending that knee safely, flexing and pointing again. And then from here, what we're going to do is we're going to safely bend that knee and lower the leg down. And I want you to just have both legs long here so you can feel a difference in the left and the right leg. So you can really feel that almost as if that right leg now kind of feels longer in a sense. So it's a very effective stretch. Again, this is one of my favorites that I've always wanted to share. So now from here, once again, you can choose to rebend that right knee. Take the left knee again bent. I'm going to come up and turn around so you can more easily see me demonstrate this. So I'm going to turn around. Otherwise, you can just listen to the sound of my voice and you're just going to switch sides. So I'm just going to turn, again, with my strap. We know where we're going. Same thing, just on the other side. So again, I'm going to lie back. And before I loop that strap, I want to give myself a little hug with the one knee. So I'm taking my left knee into my chest. Maybe I'm giving it a little circle. I'm flexing and pointing my foot, and I'm rolling my ankle around a few times just to get in there. And then from here, I'm going to take my strap, and now I'm going to loop it around my foot. And again, either the arch or the ball of the foot, whatever is most comfortable. So once you get that placement, comfortably start to explore with that knee bent, flexing and pointing, and you can really feel that stretch along the entire length of your leg, especially the back of that leg. So as you explore flexing and pointing, again, one leg may feel tighter in a sense or a little bit maybe more open, if you will. So don't try to figure it out. Just kind of play around and explore that safely. So taking a few more flex and points, breathing in if you'd like, linking that movement with your breath, your inhales and your exhales. And then from here, we're going to take that strap, both straps, into your right hand. We're going to take our left hand now, like a half T, press the palm into the floor or your bed, and now take that leg across your body. And again, I have my bureau in the way, but with the freedom of the space you have around you, you can just explore that, feeling that stretch again along this IT band, iliotibial band. It's a really long tendon, and it gets super tight. If you'd like, you can again extend your leg, either option that works for you. Explore both. And again, be here as long as you'd like. Take another breath in. And then reassessing, taking that leg once again back center. Again, if your leg is straight like mine is, the right leg, have a little bit of flexion in that foot so that leg is a little bit more energized. You can feel that hip also pressing down into the floor. So now taking the strap, both of them into the left hand, rooting down your right hand and arm into the floor or the bed. Begin to take that leg out like you're opening the door. Again, don't fight the opening. Don't try to really battle getting that leg straight or to the floor. Be where you are. If you are in bed and you have a pillow right here, you can hang out for a while and feel that stretch. It can be really, really great, really luscious, getting into that opening. Take another breath in here. Or hang out as long as you'd like and breathe. On our next inhale, we're going to be taking that strap once again. Center. I'm going to hold both sides of the strap once again and just flex and point. Again, if you'd like to see how much straighter you can get that leg, go ahead and bend the knees slightly, using this strap as like that harness effect to gently nudge that leg a little bit closer towards you. This side tends to be a little tighter for me, so I'm just going to be where I am. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to breathe through it, flex and point a few more times. And then once again, I'm just going to let that knee bend. I'm going to draw my leg back down, and I'm just going to let go of the strap and just feel the difference, the length in my legs. I'm going to feel as I point my toes away, that lengthening effect after that stretch sequence. And now from here, I'm going to draw both of my knees in, bent, feet on the mat, on the floor or your bed. And then from here, I'm going to open my knees a little wider than my hips. And I want you to think of the windshield wipers on your car. And as they go side to side, I want you to think of your knees as that motion going side to side. So gently tip your knees. I'm starting toward the left, and we're going to do both sides. So this is a gentle motion of feeling the openness, again, in the inner groin, outer hip. And then I'm going to breathe in, center my knees, and then just take them now toward the right. And you'll also feel the stretch to the low back as well. That's a psoas, the hip flexor attachment. So you're going to feel that stretch too. Some of us may have that a little bit more of a prominent stretch. Really feel that. Hopefully this feels really good in your body. And then on our next breath in, we're going to take those knees back center. Do this for as many rounds as you'd like before we move on. I'm just going to do this briefly, again, demonstrating one more time in this gentle windshield wiper pose is what I like to call it. And once again, breathing, centering, going back to the side. And then to conclude with our last stretch, like we did in the beginning, our butterfly, our Baddha Konasana, where we bring the soles of our feet together, press the bottoms of your feet together and let your knees bow out. Again, in bed, this is wonderful to have pillows around you to support your knees or your thighs and really feel that opening in the inner groin, the outer hip muscles. The more you press the soles of your feet together, the less tension or tightness you'll feel in the hips. It takes a little bit less pressure off. So maybe it's a little bit more comfortable for you. Again, breathe into this. Be into the openness of the stretch. And then hang out here as long as you'd like. I'm going to come up to seated to finish our little practice, our mini practice, if you will, of my favorite stretch. Once again, coming into Namaste prayer position at the heart, just to conclude this small sequence. Close your eyes. Even if you're lying back, feel one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or bring both hands to prayer at your chest. Thank yourself for giving nourishment to your body, of movement and stretch, of honoring and taking care of yourself. Not just your physical body, but both your emotional, mental, and spiritual aspects that are you. Thank you again for watching. The light in me recognizes and honors that same brilliant, beautiful light in each and every one of you. I humbly bow before you. Namaste.